The Super Nintendo is home to some of the greatest games of all time, but not all of them became legends. In this video, we're diving into 10 hidden gems on the SNES that still hold up in 2025. Whether you're a collector, emulator fan, or just curious, these are the titles you need to play. You think you've played all of Capcom's best games on the Super Nintendo? Think again. Demon's Crest is a criminally overlooked gothic masterpiece that blends action platforming with RPG elements, and it still looks and sounds amazing in 2025. You play as Firebrand, a demon with the power to evolve. Each new crest gives you new forms and abilities, letting you explore deeper into a hauntingly beautiful world. Non-linear exploration? Check. Killer soundtrack? Double check. Put this one on your must-play list. It's dark, it's deep, and it's one of the most atmospheric SNES games ever made. Quirky name, even quirkier game. The Twisted Tales of Spike McFawn is a charming action RPG that mixes lighthearted fun with surprisingly tight gameplay, and hardly anyone talks about it today. You play as a vampire prince with a top hat. That doubles as a weapon. Yes, really, between hat-spinning attacks and magical cards, Spike's journey is full of goofy charm. But don't let that fool you. This game gets tricky fast. If you're tired of generic RPGs, this one's got just enough weird to be unforgettable. Spike McFawn is a cult classic that absolutely deserves more love. Terranigma isn't just a game, it's a spiritual journey. Released only in Japan and Europe, this SNES action RPG was tragically never brought to North America, but it's one of the greatest hidden gems of all time. You play as Ark, a young boy destined to rebuild the entire planet. Literally, with real-time combat, powerful themes about life and rebirth, and one of the most emotional endings on the SNES, Terranigma is unforgettable. Have you played this lost classic? Drop a comment if it deserves a remake. And don't forget, follow retrolistHQ for more hidden gems, and check out ContraBrosTeam for deep retro mysteries you won't believe. Pocky and Rocky is chaotic, colorful, and criminally overlooked. This top-down shooter brings serious arcade energy to the SNES, with charm to spare. You control Pocky, a shrine maiden, or Rocky, her tanuki companion, as they fight off yokai in wild, fast-paced stages. The hand-drawn visuals still hold up today, and the gameplay is tough, but addictive. This is one of the best couch co-op experiences on the console, and a blast solo too. And if you're into quirky, culturally rich games that never got the spotlight they deserved, Pocky and Rocky is a must-play. It's pure retro gold with a Japanese twist. Hagain is what happens when you mix ninja precision, cyberpunk style, and SNES level difficulty. This game didn't just fly under the radar. It vanished into legend. You play as Hagain, a cyborg ninja on a revenge mission, slicing through enemies in a dystopian future. The controls are tight, the challenge is brutal, and the visuals are pure SNES magic. This one's ultra rare in physical form, but worth every second on emulator or repro card. Again is a hardcore gem that proves why the SNES was a playground for fearless design. One-wheeled mayhem on a rainbow road of chaos. Uniracers is the wildest racing game you never knew you needed. No characters, just sentient unicycles doing flips at 200 miles per hour. Developed by DMA Design, yes, the team that later made GTA, Uniracers delivers lightning-fast gameplay and a totally unique vibe. Master tricks mid-race to gain speed and style points. If you love offbeat arcade racers with pure 90s energy, Uniracers is your next obsession. It's weird, it's fast, and it's unlike anything else on the Super Nintendo. What happens when a god trades world building for brutal, side-scrolling action? ActRaiser 2 cranks up the difficulty and ditches the sim elements, but what you get is a divine challenge wrapped in stunning visuals. Every level is themed after deadly sins, and every enemy is a test of skill. This isn't your average hack and slash. It's a spiritual war with one of the most underrated SNES soundtracks ever. Think you can survive the wrath of ActRaiser 2? Let us know in the comments. And hey, follow retrolistHQ for more SNES deep cuts, and check out ContraBrosTeam for even darker retro game secrets. Every level is themed after deadly sins, and every enemy is a test of skill. This isn't your average hack and slash. It's a spiritual war with one of the most underrated SNES soundtracks ever. Developed by Natsum in 1994, Wild Guns is criminally underrated. You'll dodge, roll, and shoot your way through waves of robotic enemies, all while the screen explodes with color, danger, and pixel-perfect challenge. But what truly makes this gem shine? It's the co-op mode. Team up with a friend, and the game transforms into a chaotic bullet ballet. Fast-paced, brutally hard, and impossible to forget. Wild Guns didn't get the spotlight it deserved back in the day, but it's since become a cult classic, earning a remaster, Wild Guns Reloaded, for modern consoles. But nothing beats the raw intensity of the original SNES version. Before Diablo and Dark Souls, there was the King of Dragons, Capcom's forgotten fantasy brawler that brought Dungeons and Dragons action to the SNES in pure pixelated glory. Released in arcades in 1991 and ported to the SNES a year later, the King of Dragons mixes classic side-scrolling beat em-up mechanics with light RPG elements. You choose from 5 characters: fighter, cleric, elf, wizard, or dwarf, each with unique weapons, stats, and attack styles. The King of Dragons stands out for its co-op magic and sheer variety. 16 levels, each filled with monsters, traps, and some truly awesome bosses. The art direction screams high fantasy, and the soundtrack is pure early 90s Capcom gold. But what really makes it a hidden gem? The SNES port nails the arcade experience, even with downgraded graphics. It's smoother than you'd expect and incredibly satisfying to master. Released for arcades in 1991 and later ported to the SNES, Knights of the Round lets you play as Arthur, Lancelot, or Perceval in a brutal side-scrolling quest to reclaim the throne of England. Each knight has a distinct playstyle. Arthur's balanced, Lancelot is fast, and Perceval brings the heavy hits. But here's the twist. There's a leveling system. As you defeat enemies, your armor and weapons upgrade visually and mechanically. It feels like an RPG fused with a brawler, and it looks epic as your knight evolves into a shining juggernaut. The bosses are massive, and the challenge is real. It's one of those games that makes you wish couch co-op was still the norm. If you haven't played Knights of the Round, fire it up and call a friend. This is Super Nintendo Gold that deserves way more love. Follow retrolistHQ for more SNES hidden gems, and if you love retro gaming deep dives, mysteries, and the weirdest forgotten games ever made, subscribe to our other channel ContraBrosTeam, where we go beyond the gameplay.